Welcome back to the Don't Write That Book podcast, where you can learn how to write your bestseller and own your authorship. Follow along with us as we give you an insider's view of the book industry. Now, here are your hosts, myself, Mike Michalowicz, and AJ Harper. We are back in the actual studio, which is kind of cool.
Face-to-face?
Face-to-face.
No. In-person face-to-face.
In-person face-to-face. And we're not going to be able to YouTube this one because, we're here. And we don't have a setup. Oh, but starting tomorrow, my home office, my son's former bedroom, is going to have a podcast room.
With a video?
Yeah.
So is that, we actually record next week, I think. So is that where I'm going?
No, it won't be ready. I mean, they were starting the reconstruction.
Oh.
So what he has to do is insulate the walls in a way that's, there's sound treatment and there's soundproofing. We're learning so much. We want both. Sound treatment, I believe, is so the sound doesn't echo around the room when you're within the room, and soundproofing is noise entering from the outside. So when someone is mowing the lawn or when the dog is running above, you don't want to hear that. So how you do it is you get special materials. There's special insulation called rock wool that helps, but effectively you build a room within the room. There is no better soundproofing than, or how sound emanates is through physical elements. So like a stud in the wall, that wood actually carries the sound vibrations through. So if you have a room inside the room, there's a gap of air, that kills the sound best. So that's basically what they're doing. But you do it to the inches. It's not like this room inside a room. You do it within an inch. So there's the outside wall, a space, the inside wall, and that's how you do it. So that's what they're going to start working on.
So he's never sleeping in there again.
We're also making it into a guest room. He may sleep in there again. I mean, I got his permission first. Did you get Jack's permission? Have you changed his room?
I haven't changed his room.
Is it a shrine?
A shrine to mess and
an odor.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be a shrine to.
Yeah.
I did say we're gonna jazz it up.
Do you have to ask his permission?
It's our house, but as a courtesy, I said, "Hey, what do you think if I swap out some things? You're a grown up. You moved out. You need, if you stay here again, you need a grown up room."
Yeah.
And he said, "What are you gonna do to it?" So, obviously, slight concern.
When my daughter moved out, her bedroom faced our yard, and the office I had at home was an interior office, no windows. So I moved it there. I mean, the day she moved out, I said, "Hey, I'm moving in there. Just want to get your permission. Are you going to be offended or hurt?" She's like, "No, don't care about it." Oh my God, it was the best move. I love my office. The day my youngest son moved out, that's going to become the podcast room. I said, "Hey, can we change this into a functional room? Do you have a problem?" "No problem." So he's out. So he came back for the first time since he moved to Salt Lake City yesterday, because Thanksgiving's a week from now. So he came early. He's working remotely, but now he's staying in the guest room, and no complaints. My mom has like a shrine room for me. She still has a house I grew up in.
That tracks.
Yeah, the same shag green carpet, the picture of me. And my sister has a shrine room too, but it's weird. I mean, listen, she lives by herself. My father's passed away 3 years ago now. It's a house suitable for a nuclear family. Remember that term?
I know. Why do we use that term?
I don't know. 2.5 kids. Remember that was the rule?
Yes. Yeah.
It's so well suited for that. So these rooms wouldn't be used otherwise. But what my wife and I did, we agreed that when our kids move out, let's give every room a function. So every room is used. So every room has a designated function. So there is a arts and crafts space. There is, we have a person that does massage locally, and she'll come to the house.
You know how bougie you sound.
I know I sound so bougie. Exactly. Well, that's only once I'm in the sauna. I only get massages after the sauna at the house, which is a kit I assembled. There you go.
Yeah, you did get the kit.
I got a kit.
So now you have a cold plunge and a sauna and a place for someone to give you a massage and a place for arts and crafts.
I sound like the bouge master.
I mean, just list it and you hear it, right? You hear it.
I want to punch myself in the face. You are listening to Don't Write That Book. You're joined in studio, I mean, like in person, with AJ Harper and myself, Mike Michalowicz. Today's episode, we're going to talk about writing supportive content for your book. What I appreciate about you is I was on a flight coming home whatever, a couple days ago.
You don't know. You traveled. You don't
So
know.
I travel so freaking much. I was coming back from Vegas. I want to make a note about but I was thinking about, where are all the compliments? Because we've gone through so many compliments. I've been listening to our show. We've complimented everything. But I never complimented your soul. You're just, the essence of who you are is just a good human. And there is a lot of grossness out there right now, but there's some beacons for goodness. AJ Harper, I toasted.
Hey, thanks. He just toasted me with his coffee.
That's dripping down over the keyboard.
I was thinking on the drive in about the same thing. What are we supposed to compliment now?
There's so much we've done.
We need to do more things that could be complimented.
I like that. Oh, that was very meta.
Well, I was going to say, I really admire your discipline.
Thank you.
You're very disciplined.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's inspirational.
Thank you.
I am disciplined for a specific goal, but not necessarily just as like this is it for life kind of thing.
Thank you.
But you're the other way around.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
you're both. You'll be disciplined for a goal, and you're also disciplined for this is now what I do with my life.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. I am attributing it to Jerry Seinfeld. I don't know if it was him. Someone said it's easier to be all in or all out than somewhere in the middle. So with like alcohol is a good example. It's easier to say I'm never drinking again as opposed to I'm going to limit myself to one drink a week, which I tried. It's just so much easier.
I remember when so you're done now.
Yeah, done. And there's one little asterisk next to it. If Chris is like, hey, you want to have a bottle of wine or something like that? Okay. With my wife, if she wants and that's important to her, I enjoy it, so I'll do it. But otherwise, just no.
What about like when your guy trips?
No. And
Interesting. Are you the only one?
Yeah. Yeah, but more and more people are coming over. So on the guy trips, they're like, oh, you're drinking Corona Zero? And they're like, well, that's kind of cool. Do you mind if I try it? It's so like anti-college.
I mean, we're all getting old, man. Like it doesn't feel the same way as it used to feel in the morning.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, the last thing I want is a wine headache.
That's just it. I don't want that.
Yeah. All right, so we're talking about supportive content.
What inspired this?
Susie Lonsberry. So Susie is one of the students in my current cohort, which, Mike, it ends in 2 days. So we're recording this on, what is today? The 17th of November.
Correct, Monday.
I am just driving in today, singing at the top of my lungs. So happy. And the reason I'm happy is because I have 20 students in my cohort and they are amazing. And just seeing their transformation from the beginning to what is now the end, the way they understand things, they've been through, sometimes I've pushed them through 4 or 5 rounds of edits on a chapter and they're still not done, but you can see the growth and how they see, oh, wait, the penny's dropping. Why doesn't it drop on the first day or the first week or the third week? Because this stuff is hard and there's so much foundational work that has to be done and they're done with it.
It feels good.
And now they get to learn the craft of revision, which they've been learning for the last 4 weeks, but they get to keep learning as they keep moving. And they're just remarkable. And I have to tell you this funny thing. Susie Lonsberry, who inspired this episode, she's part of this cohort and they have all started wearing these yellow hoodies. So one of my students, Sandy Markle, wears this like mustard colored hoodie every time to class. And it became kind of like a thing. And then she said, well, here's a link to it on Amazon. So then Susie bought one, Izzy bought one. All these people started buying them. Now they all show up to writing sprints and class and it's like a sea of mustard. So then Susie sent me a logo and it says AJ and the Sunshine Gang.
That's great.
I know. They're just a very enthusiastic cohort. But anyway, Susie said, I want to understand how do I write the other stuff that's related to the book or derivative of the book? When do I do it? How do I do it? And so that inspired this episode.
What kind of book is Susie writing?
So she's writing a book for leaders and she is a retired military.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's a pilot. Total badass. And one time she showed up to sprints with aviator glasses on and she was outside and I was like,
oh my God, yeah.
We're not cool enough. Like you're the coolest. She just had this and then I knew her story about a couple missions that she did. You would be so honored to meet her, Mike.
Oh, I would love to.
You'd be so honored to meet her incredible, courageous self.
Yeah. Is she based out of this area, the Northeast?
No.
Oh.
No, it's hard for me to remember where everyone is.
Yeah, I know.
I have to confess that. Like that part's hard for me. Where are you?
How do you remember all the details?
Well, I remember the minute details of their books, which is I think I've just got some sort of like savant memory at this point.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. It's true because you've called back stories from the books we've written. You're like, oh, in Surge on the 4th page.
Okay, no, that's false because I don't remember any of Surge.
Other books. No, you have remembered. You've pulled out stories though. I'm like, how do you remember that story?
It's true. But anyway, she's writing a book for leaders and using what she knows about team development from her experience and to really help leaders understand how to develop their teams. And it's quite powerful. I
think it's interesting. We'll get into the subject real quick, but I think it's so interesting how people who are former military seem to have an advantage on a marketing advantage when it comes to leadership books, but also like living a regimented life or the hard life. Or there was that book, Goggins, You Can't Hurt Me, Goggins, whatever his name was. And then of course, Jocko Williams and I always say Leif Garrett. That's my internal joke.
That is your 1980s
joke. I can't think of his last name. Leif Babbitt, Extreme Ownership.
Oh yeah.
So that's cool. So Susie, why does she care about supportive content? Why should anyone care about supportive content?
Well, number one, we have to plant our flag. I think that's the chief reason to do it. To be the person that talks about what you talk about. To be the person who's the definitive authority on solving the problem that you solve and using the methods that you've created.
Okay. And this is as an online authority, or does it extend beyond that?
It can extend beyond it, but I see it primarily as an online authority.
Okay. What is supportive content?
So articles, essays, columns, they are different, by the way. Maybe you're going to do blog posts, things like that. If you have a pretty active blog and people actually follow it, then that works. But I'm thinking more about content that's placed so that it can get higher in the rankings. So placed on higher traffic places.
Is it exclusively written content?
I mean, no, it could be, we're talking mostly about written content.
Okay.
That's stickier, I think. But I think you should do a combination of written content. Maybe you do a video, put it up on YouTube. Maybe you also have an audio series. There's a lot of options. The point is you're taking content from your book, not verbatim, but the concepts, ideas, messages, maybe even frameworks, and sharing them earlier to plant your flag.
I heard from somebody, and I don't know how to do it, but you can flag your content for AI search. So as the AI bots come across websites, you can put certain flags or indicators into your content saying this is what this means, and the AI can consume it faster and better. And that's becoming a very popular form of search. I mean,
this is one of the reasons we have to do this, because you want to be the person that pops up when somebody's Googling not just the problem.
Or Geminiing now.
Well, I know it's changing so rapidly. So when people are searching, let's use the term search.
Yeah.
When people are searching for answers for how to solve the problem you solve, you should be someone who comes up, or your methods should be something that comes up that are then attributed to you. What you don't want is for people to be sharing your methods and not attributing it to you.
Yes.
Remember when we did, was it Fix This Next or was it All In? We did some anchor articles for you for that purpose.
Don't recall. Don't recall.
Oh, man.
But
I think
we started doing articles all the way back to maybe even Toilet Paper Entrepreneurs.
Well, no, we've done the articles, but we specifically did an anchor article about the methodology.
It must be Fix This
I think
Next.
It's Fix This Next. With the graphic, the contextual model.
Yeah, it's Fix This Next, for sure.
Just like plant the flag, anchor.
Yeah.
We also did one for Ramit's old blog. Was that maybe?
Yeah, that goes back to Profit First.
No, this is one that we wrote for a later book.
Oh, I don't know which one. I know we did one or two for him. I don't recall which book, but yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. And he has, in the money space, a very authoritative blog. So should folks look for established authorities and try to write for them, or do you
Yes.
in your vertical?
Okay, well, it's not my vertical, but I mean, I think you need to plant the flag with your own content. Maybe it's on YouTube. Maybe you have a Substack newsletter. You could put it on your own blog, but again, if no one's going there, I don't know if I would put it on your website if you want to, but look for places where your readers hang out, and there's a lot of traffic to that content on a regular basis, and plant your flag there by asking if you can guest post or maybe create some other content for them.
Should it, or does it need to be all educational? Can you have announcements?
What do you mean announcements?
Well, I was kind of setting you up here for this.
Oh, no.
I was hoping you'd say, you can't. What do you mean? So,
I mean, I want to say no, but I want to understand what you mean.
So I'm doing, so the answer may be yes. I'm doing a brand new podcast called Becoming Self-Made. Have you seen it? Or heard?
You didn't see my text? I sent you
I did see. Yes, thank you.
I sent you this whole text with praise for you.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I did see that. It's the best. It's the best of me.
I honestly, okay, I have a confession. I have tried so hard to try and watch your TV show.
Yeah, to even find it?
I know, because I don't have that TV, and then I downloaded the app, and then I tried to learn.
Nightmare. Yeah.
And so I'm sorry. I've tried.
It's a nightmare.
But at any rate, maybe you can send me something that I can, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. But this may supplant it anyway.
But this, I'm embarrassed. Can I just say it?
Say whatever, yeah.
It looks better.
Yeah. It's so
This
good.
looks like so authentic. Like you're just free. You're just being Mike. It's high production value.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like that's the thing.
I think it is.
It's anybody listening, becoming self-made. This is to me the thing you should be doing.
Thank you. So interesting. So yeah, if you're listening right now and you like podcasts, just check out Becoming Self-Made. Download it on your.
And I like it because it's not entrepreneur this, entrepreneur that. It's becoming self-made.
Yeah, as a human. I mean, it is entrepreneurs I interview.
I know, but there's a different vibe.
And there's an author coming down the pike. He'll be it's a he. I'm not going to share who it is yet, but the next 2 or 3 episodes, I just got back from, you'll love this, a company called Co-Fertility. They are redefining how IVF works.
Oh.
And they care for gay couples, gay men typically, women who are just, for whatever reason, can't or are struggling with what's called unassisted pregnancy. I called it natural pregnancy. She said, let me tell you the difference. Yeah, and it was so great. So I said, let's go through Neanderthal Mike here. And and she was awesome. So there's really cool stuff coming. Here's back to the topic though. Relay, the sponsor for this, ran a PR newswire. It sounds so old school.
Doesn't it?
And I
don't even look at that stuff.
It is getting such good SEO. If you
really,
yep. If you type in "Becoming Self-Made" on Google, it finds it maybe the second or third national ranking because someone has a book title of the same thing. But if you go into AI and type in "Becoming Self-Made," it says you're likely referring to the podcast by Mike Michalowicz and references back to that article. So
that's not even an article. That's just a press release.
Press release.
Oh, so we got to go back to doing press releases.
There are some indicators that AI is picking up press releases. Yeah, big find.
My God, how we tilt back.
Isn't it? It's a big pendulum.
Oh my gosh, you are breaking my brain right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. The last time we did a press release was when we sold my publishing house, and we had to do a mandatory press release announcing it, so that the trade, because of the deal, but also for the trades to pick it up.
This is a little bit pluggy, but there's a website called Infinite Use, like unlimited, Infinite Use, YOUS.com, owned by a woman named Sandy Waggett, who's in the Edison Collective, a mastermind I run. That's why I know it.
Her name sounds familiar.
She's excellent. She does AI SEO, and they use techniques around press releases to get you very quickly.
Oh my gosh, you are breaking my brain on this.
And there's a shelf life she also shared with me. She goes, you hit it and you're there for about 3 months, but unless you sustain it through other content, it starts fading.
So maybe you can do a combo of
exactly
do the PR newswire or wherever you want it to go, then add the supportive content. You got to do video. You got
That's
to do
right.
written. Right now, I can hear all the authors that are just trying to figure it out, freaking out and going, oh my God, just don't give me 9 more things to do.
Well, where would you start then?
I really think you do need, if you've got a contextual model, a framework that's, well, okay, wait, back up. Please protect your content. Maybe you need a trademark, get an intellectual property attorney, handle your you-know-what. In my family, that's what we say. It rhymes with pit. The curse word.
I figured that one out.
Okay, well, I don't know. But anyway, handle your you-know-what. Handle your pit.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to put stuff out there that people can then grab. So everybody's afraid of, who's going to steal my stuff? Yeah. So just protect yourself, but then you have to put it out because it's going to be worse for you if you wrote a book and then everybody else has written all of the foundational articles about it and responded to it. And so you got to plant your flag. But I would do an article that really explains the method. Don't just say, oh, you have to read the book to find out. Please stop doing that. That's not what we're doing. That's why we need the supportive content to plant the flag, but also just very basically, for people to hear about you.
Exactly.
Like, hello. But it is the plant your flag thing is really important. This is mine. This is what I talk about. This is my hill. I'm at the top of this hill. I'm the one.
Do you do it before your book is released?
Yes.
How much prior?
This one's tricky. I think so let's talk about what do you need. If you have an established, if it's you, Mike, 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it's someone like Susie, who we were talking about, who has to start building her platform now.
Yeah. Yeah. And one little add-on to that is with the Money Habit, this is my first book for the personal use as opposed to an entrepreneurial space alone. So we started doing content for it even earlier. And I do mostly video content, but started about a year ago.
Yes, but you don't have the foundational article
That's correct.
That's about the actual breakdown.
Yeah.
You haven't released that yet.
No, it's done.
But you're just talking about, so okay, let's talk this out. There's a difference between talking about the themes, getting people psyched to start thinking about you in that way, and releasing actual, this is this teaching point or framework or process. Let me break this down for you. Where it's educational, that's a different thing. And that's what we're talking about today is some sort of educational content, not just talking about the themes and feelings and all of that. You've been doing that.
So for Susie's case, how early on should she start? Would you say?
Right now.
And right now for her is a year in advance, 6 months in advance?
She's writing the book.
Okay. So she could be a couple of years in advance, perhaps.
Right. So
start doing it the second you have it.
Yeah. Now you might not want to release the whole framework right now, but at least some education that gets your main point across, I think is important.
Some rock star authors that first book come out and hit out of the park were bloggers for a long time on that subject.
Yeah.
So there's
James Clear,
Peter Demi,
Chris
Gallibo, Chris Gallibo,
yeah.
Peter Demi. He's Mr. Money Mustache. Was writing about stuff like this for the longest time. I think Tim Ferriss. I'm trying to think of names that we don't typically default to.
Well, a woman. I'm trying to think of a woman.
Oh, I thought
you look so confused.
Yeah, I thought I had to pick her name. You know who I was talking with? Jean Chatzky. She's maybe a great example. She's in personal finance. She is a content master. She writes for ARP, which I'm a subscriber and proud. She was on the Today Show for 20 years talking about personal finance, and the books only came out later. Interesting.
Yeah. So don't be afraid. You might, there might be something that you want to hold back, but ultimately you need to be educational, not just saying, hey, let's talk about this, but actually pick something from the book that is going to make an impression on people to show that you have fresh, unconventional solutions and makes people want to listen to you and be an authority in the space. We can't hold all our goods tight to our chest, keep them hidden behind our backs, because why would anybody follow you then? Why would anybody engage with you then?
Yeah, there's no value. Is there anything you should not give away, though? Is there something you should keep behind the back?
I mean, don't put the whole book up. I don't know. I mean, I think it just depends on the book itself. Exactly what you wouldn't want to keep back. Maybe you have exercises, or I don't know. It just depends on the book.
My sense is you can't give too much away.
As in that's a myth.
That's a myth. I think
Like I'm looking at The Money Habit right now, which I got.
You got the hardcover. Harry, put it up to the
it.
microphone and tap it so people know it's a hardcover.
I mean,
No, tap with your other hand. You don't tap into the. You hit it. You see what I'm saying?
I just hit the microphone with the soft microphone.
The soft microphone in the corner. There you go. That's a hardcover.
I'm so happy to have this in my hands.
Yeah, you're looking at the back now.
But I'm looking through it and I'm like, I don't know that I would hold any of this back, Mike.
Right. I don't know if I would hold anything back either. I think
You know what you should do?
What's that?
You should do a supportive content piece where you show how you break down your accounts. But not from today, but maybe from before. Like In the Weeds, Mike.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, you should do one that shows, like, you know how in the book, so in the book, everybody, we have an example of Mike's different accounts, how he handles organizing his money following the Money Habit system. He's got his accounts when he was recovering from financial loss, when he was sort of funding things, and then also now. And the difference, that is interesting. You know, people always want to know that stuff. I just flipped to it, so that gave me the idea.
Look at the front cover. Look at the quote on the very top. You want to read that?
Oh, I mean, I've seen it a million times.
Yeah, but
okay.
We've done an episode about where you put testimonials and blurbs.
Yes.
And that one's front cover worthy.
We use the Money Habit to transform the finances of our business and our lives. We can assure you it works. Jesse and Emily Cole, founders of the Savannah Bananas.
Boom.
I was happy to see you chose them, actually.
Yeah, I think
they're such a perfect example, and you have deep history with them. That's not just an endorsement. How many times we've written about them multiple times in the book. We've interviewed them multiple times. You have a long-standing friendship with them.
They're genuine friends, and it's layered in so many ways. And that's a couple working together, literally, but also on their finances.
Yeah,
and I
smart.
think a lot of people are going to read this book. You're going to have a partner that you're working with in some capacity. Not everyone, but some. And I think it's powerful to see that.
But here's what I did. I just opened the book, started looking for what would I hold back, saw something, and thought, oh, that would make a good article. So listen, when you're looking at your manuscript, or if you don't have one yet and you just have an outline, start there.
Yeah.
Look, okay, where could I find something that on its own would make an interesting article? You can take a look at your complete list of teaching points. What do you have there that could be an article on its own? Start writing about it and then put it in places where people can see it.
Can this supportive content you create ultimately go back into the book? Like you write something that hits and lands so well that you repurpose it back into the book?
Yeah.
I like that.
For sure. And that's another benefit of doing it is people will respond to you. You might realize a few things about the content you wrote, maybe make some tweaks, maybe they'll introduce you to someone. You just never know. But when we're hiding everything because we're afraid of people taking it, it's having the opposite effect. It is not helping us grow. And ultimately, because of AI, honestly, once your content is out there in the book, people are going to be making this stuff anyway. You should be the first person that did it.
We are, for the Money Habit, we have already even made content that is a prompt. So it's this long prompt that walks you through the steps, and you can just copy and paste it into your AI, whatever you're using. What about your publisher? When they see this, they're like, oh, thanks for giving it all away? Or
I think if you have, no, I mean, it's your prerogative. They don't actually own your ideas, and you... If your contract says they do, then you screwed up and didn't have an attorney look at it. That they have the right to publish the words in the book you wrote.
Okay, so you can write the same thing just with new words.
Well, yeah, but the point is these are your methods and concepts, and you need to get it out.
Yeah, I don't know,
but I think as a courtesy, I would tell the publisher if you're kind of getting close to. This is my intention for talking about it. I think as a courtesy, I would if I were going to say, show my entire contextual model. And then, of course, if the publisher has created any graphics for you, you wouldn't be able to share those until it came out.
I'll give you a reason why, if you shirk this responsibility, how it's going to shoot you in the foot. And you can produce that for yourself. Go on whatever your search engine du jour is and type in "teach me profit first," and watch how many people are teaching profit first that are not me, not certified in profit first. Just people that say, let me teach it. I'm teaching it wrong. Like they have their own interpretation. So if you don't write supportive content for your own book, other people will.
Yeah.
And it ain't going to be right.
No, and now they can do it in 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it's going to be damaging. And go on Amazon and type in any popular book, and there's dozens of workbooks.
Yeah, we talk about this all the time.
For that person, that is a version of supportive content. It is so bad. Make your own workbook.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying this all the time, beating that drum. And if you're traditionally published, you often cannot do your own workbook until you have permission from the publisher.
I know. That's frustrating.
Yeah, Dr. Carrie Bernight, who wrote Joy Span, she's one of my students, one of my alums. Her book hit the New York Times bestseller and the USA Today bestseller this summer. And when the book came out, I think there was something like 10 or 11 workbooks already.
Yeah. We experienced the same thing. An author that we represented through our agency, Pen with Purpose, is Dr. Amy Apigian, Biology of Trauma. A workbook a day.
Yeah.
It is so frustrating.
Because the book is selling.
Wildly popular.
Exactly.
And then people start ripping it off.
But it even happens to people who aren't selling that well.
Yeah. Because it costs nothing for those AI people to make those things. Is there other supportive content? So we talked about articles, blogs, all this written stuff. We scratched on videos.
Yeah. I will, get in there and teach it. Have you
done videos specifically for Write a Must Read?
I should.
Okay. What content did you do or have you done for Write a
I'm
Must
always
Read?
doing content in terms of I'm talking about things in webinars and teaching and all of that.
So that's another form.
It is another form, but I think, I like a really good video I could do is here's how you do your fundamentals.
Oh, I like that.
Like I have my whole Mad Libs fill in the blank reader statement. That's mine. And you could do it without even being on camera. You could do one of those little doodle, what's it? The little cartoony ones.
Yeah.
I love those. I've been wanting to do one of those.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do one of those that shows I want people to understand distribution. This is so geeky and nerdy.
Yeah.
But people are so overwhelmed with understanding book distribution, and it's hurting them because they're making the wrong choices.
Yeah.
But anyway, that would be a good doodle, like almost like Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah. Yeah. I think your content would be perfect for that because it's for books.
Yeah. So I could easily do that, and I probably should have done that. I do have some regret about not planting my flag.
Is it too late? Is it ever too? Okay.
No. I'm planting it, man. I'm in a renewed sense of, I don't know. I'm going through like a weird trend.
You are. No, it's noticeable. You're a new person.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I would say, I don't know if it's been around, but when you started the weight loss journey, there was also some fundamental shift in just how you behave. Maybe it was Madeline Island. Maybe that's when it started. Like when you really moved out there, once the house was finally constructed enough.
I mean, it's not technically done.
I know.
Whatever. I don't care. It's beautiful.
Your toilet, the water is now clear though. You've clear water.
Oh, I got a water softener almost right away. So yeah, it's been.
Well, no, when I was out there, it was still kind of that rust.
I know because I had to get 3 water softeners.
Yeah, and a filter.
Yeah.
So it's never too late. Another format may be audio, which is like what we're doing now, or is audio? Do you see that?
No, audio is huge, especially we know on these newsletter platforms when you're also incorporating audio with. So let's say you write an essay, and an essay, by the way, that's another option. I mean, we try to do all these. I'd love for you to write an essay, so where it's more it's more of a personal. I mean, the personal story. And you can still incorporate research and teaching in there, but it's not like a business article that has a certain kind of framework for it. I'd love for you to write one for the money habit, because the thing about the money habit, there's so much personal story in there for you and about your marriage. And there's some stories that people already know in terms of, that time of loss and where you had to come to terms with your own ego and all of that. But there's some really deep stuff between you and your wife and the difference in the way that you grew up and how that's impacted how you feel. And I don't know, I would consider it.
I think Krista is actually reading that book. I saw it on her night table. She said to me many books back, she goes, I just want to ask you something, and I'm like, oh God, I'm in big trouble. She goes, is it okay if I don't read your books? That's what I did. I'm like, is there more to this? I'm like, yeah, I don't expect you to read my books. Like they're
not for her.
Yeah, not for you. So the money habit, which you have, I brought home yesterday, or this weekend. I brought home on Friday, and I put it just down, and it's gone. I'm like, oh, one of the kids, because the kids are back. One of the kids must have moved it or something. It's on her night table. I'm like, oh, interesting. Interesting. We'll see. I'm not going to talk about it.
But it is for her.
It is for her. It's for all of us. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know what? I'm just thinking of this right now. Y'all should try and get placement in a magazine like Good Housekeeping.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Better Homes and Gardens.
That's a good idea. Somewhere you wouldn't.
I don't even know what people are reading now, but like people who family oriented, couples oriented. You should try and get placement in that.
That's a great idea.
And it should be this personal side of things. You are so one track focused. You need to branch out. You guys need to go have a brainstorm session this week about where else do you need to be that is more about the individual and the everyday American.
I do have some updates on the book. Maybe we can squeeze it in at the end. Other formats for supplemental content. You put email sequences. I thought that was brilliant.
Okay, so hear me out.
Yeah.
You could create an educational email sequence that could be a lead magnet or just something you do even without that. It could be something that you make available for people who sign up for your list, or it could just be something you have where you tell people, look, click this QR code or whatever, and I'm going to break it down for you in 5 emails. And especially if you have content that takes time to digest, where you want people, or if you have content where you want them to do one small action, then you could break that down. That actually would be amazing. What you're going to get are 5 emails or 10 or whatever you decide over 1 week. And by the end of the week, XYZ, or this will break the whole thing down for you. And I think people should give that a shot.
An author named Vern Harnish, who wrote Scaling Up, wrote, I don't know if he still does it, one of my favorite newsletters of all time. And he sustained it. This goes back 10 years ago, but I was reading it for 3-4 years. And when he said his book is coming out, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get this book. And it was a lot of the stuff he already shared, but now it was cohesive, fluid.
Right, because it's long form. So it's all connected.
It just all made sense. I went into it feeling empowered, like, oh, this makes sense. I get this. I know this stuff already. I've been doing some of this stuff, but not connecting it the way he's now proposing. I thought it was one of the best newsletters in the entrepreneurial space of all time. Other things you can do for supportive content? You mentioned card decks. And I was like...
Yes, card decks.
Yeah. There's a guy named Steven Shapiro. He wrote...
Yeah, I know Steven. He's one of in my Sprint community.
Oh, is he really?
Yes.
Did I must introduce him to you. Or maybe Dory, because he knows Dory too.
Sometimes people just find me now.
So I'm friends with Steven, and he has personality poker. So he literally has card decks. Other forms of supplemental content that you can think of?
let's explain card decks. Okay. So it's cards with different ideas or prompts or whatever. It's a useful tools.
Yeah, you can use like flashcards, I think.
Yep.
Is one way to do it. That's not how Steven does it. Other ideas?
No.
Coloring books you have on the list here.
Yeah, coloring books. I did put that down.
You did put that. So Darren Veresami and his wife Lisa Veresami.
I know Darren.
Okay. Well, wow, you know everybody.
I know him from Heroic.
Oh, he did Heroic?
Yeah.
I was just talking with him yesterday. I love him. He sent me a very funny Christmas ornament many years ago, and now it's front and center on our Christmas tree, and he busts my chops every single time. But that's an aside. His wife battled and won over cancer.
Yes.
And they wrote Coloring for Cures, and it's a coloring book.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's so great.
So I got a copy at home.
What if you had a money habit coloring book? What would it be?
Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, and now I'm already starting to play with it because the Money Bunnies comes to mind too of all the different kind of arts and crafts you can do, and that'd be good supportive content. And you can make that stuff if you choose freely available or charge for it. So would you consider swag supportive content?
Sometimes swag can be supportive content if it's got messaging on it that's really, really clear.
Yeah,
like mine would be reader first.
Yeah, I like that.
And so that's me. That's what I say all the time. So I could have swag. I do have swag with reader first on it.
Todd Herman is the author of Alter Ego.
Alter Ego.
Or The Alter Ego Effect is actually the full title. And he specifically talks about, he calls them totems, but things that you have that trigger a new behavior or at least bring it to
Isn't
consciousness.
it like a medallion or something?
That could be one.
Yeah.
But he says anything. It could be a pair of glasses. It could be a bracelet. It could be a ring.
Like my trolls.
Yeah, that gold troll you have at the office.
King Troll.
Anything else for supportive content?
No, I mean, I'm sure you could. You can hear us brainstorming right now. You can come up with your own supportive content, but the point is, don't hold your stuff.
Once they buy this or consume this content, where do you want to direct those people? Is it just an awareness of you? We're satiating SEO, or do you want to send them somewhere?
Well, I mean, I'm always of the mindset that you should send them to buy the book.
Yeah.
So, if you're wanting to send people through your website because you have special offers, then you can send them there. But you have to remember, if you're sending people to your website for bonus offers, you need to keep some bonus offers evergreen, not time dependent.
That's right.
I really think everyone needs to think about bonus offers differently and not just have stuff that disappear after launch.
Agreed.
You need some sort of bonus offer that's just all the time.
And I still lean toward getting someone's email before you sell them the book. So it's a currency.
So that would be the goal. Your goal is you want them to get on the email list.
Yeah, with their permission, and in exchange, give them something of value, and tell them, say, hey, once you're on my list, I'll continue to provide value to you, and at times, I'll invite you to purchase things that I think would also serve you.
Yeah, agreed.
And because now you have them for a longer period than a one time. They look at your book and they say, maybe not now, and they forget about you. Anything else on this topic before I go through my reminder list? And I got some fun side stuff I want to share with you.
No, I don't have anything else on the topic. You seem very eager. Okay, are you done? Are you done?
Because I'm excited.
Okay, go.
All right, first of all, every listener right now needs to buy Write a Must Read. I'm still aghast. I think there's a person out there listening to the show that hasn't read your book yet, and I'm like, what? Like,
they're turning you off right now because you say this every week.
Well, this is the supportive content for your book. Is that good? The Money Habit, that's my new book, is available for pre-order on your favorite shopping platform, be it bookshop.org, Barnes & Nobles, even the mighty Amazon, whatever it is, it's available for pre-order. We are over 5,000 orders already, but I told you that a few months ago. I dare say it's over 6,000. We haven't got the numbers again, but our rankings on the ranking retail outlets is consistently strong. But the biggest high five happened on Thursday. Andrew's like, price drop, which is very rare nowadays to have a price drop on pre-order, which simply indicates there's enough demand that they're starting to adjust. The retail stores are adjusting price.
Can I make a plug for the Money Habit? Something
Sure.
Okay, look, if you're a super fan, and some of you are super fans, some of you are listening to this first thing on Thursday morning, we appreciate and love you. Would you just, this weekend, it's a Thursday, the episode comes out. So this weekend, when you have some time, would you go to your local indie bookstore? I want you to walk in there and I want you to order The Money Habit from the bookstore and tell them how excited you are to get it. The reason I want you to do this is for two reasons. One, because we want indie bookstore sales. And I know that when they see The Money Habit come through, they'll probably order more copies.
Yep.
So that's how you can, it's not just to get one order. When the local bookstores see it, often they will order more copies, especially if it's a book like The Money Habit, which has a broad appeal. Number two, it gets you in conversation with the bookstore where you need to be as an author. You need to start going to your local bookstore and having conversations. So don't just go order it. Say why you want to order it. Explain this. Tell them you're an author and start that relationship.
Thank you for saying that. That reminds me of a story. I'll share it next week. I am doing a special promotion with indie bookstores that any author can do too to give their book more exposure. It is really simple and it's a win-win. So I was at a online conference. I don't remember the name of the group, but it's independent bookstore sellers. And I did a presentation and they went hog wild over this. So I'll explain in a minute. I'll explain next week. You have a authorship planning master craft happening on January 16th and 17th?
Yes. And this is usually a 4-hour event I do annually. But I have expanded this into a day and a half of helping authors figure out how to plan 2026 with all the components of authorship. Because we think of authorship as a ladder where we do one step at a time, but I think of it as a multi-lane highway. And you have to figure out which lane to be in at what time based on your goals. And this time I'm going deeper and bringing in successful authors that I've worked with to talk about how they plan and how they got done what they got done.
Cool.
So you can get a Don't Write That Book discount. You can go to ajharper.com to sign up, and you can get it $50 off by using the code DWTB.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. I have other stuff I want to share, but we're running out of time.
Let's do it next week.
I'll save it for next week. Next week, we're going to talk about sponsorships.
Yeah.
Have you done much with sponsorships for your books?
Not for me, but I'm always trying to get my students to do it.
Okay. Well, we're going to get AJ doing it too. Make sure you join us next week. Get our free resources at dwtbpodcast.com. You can also email us at hello@dwtbpodcast.com. If you're interested in our imprint that I'm facilitating for entrepreneurs, it's called Simplified. You can contact us through there. Adela is producing the show behind the scenes. She'll communicate with you and organize everything. Any questions, anything you have, topics you want to hear, email us there, and we may just tackle it on this show. You know the rule. Don't write that book. Write the greatest book you can.